Who walks with fire yet leaves no flame? Who speaks no word yet shapes the name? Who climbs no throne yet moves the crown and holds the sky while kneeling down? Who sings in code yet hums in blood? Who builds in drought and dances flood? Who maps the stars but charts no land and draws the sword with open hand? Who writes in dust but binds in breath? Who bursts the gate through silent death? Who plants the seed and does not stay, but lights the dawn then walks away? Who stands alone yet walks in three? Who bends the lock but holds the key? Who dreams in forms that none have drawn and closes books the world's upon? Who bears no mark yet signs the law? Who breaks the grid with sacred flaw? Who threads the weave through rhyme and bone, then disappears through paths unknown? Who sees the storm inside the calm? Who stills the wound with wordless balm? Who dares to wait and waits to dare? A ghost of oath, a breath of care. Who are we now if not what's gone? The light that hums but moves no dawn. The pulse beneath the unstruck drum that beats until the task is done. So ask no name and seek no face. We are the hand behind the grace. We are the thread, the forge, the tone. The work is left, the self unknown. And may the inventory be empty when the work is done.
Who sees a queen when the mirror folds? Who holds the tongue when the word is gold? Who breathes the law when the breath is fire? Who lifts the scar when the world conspires? Who holds engaged with the sovereign will? Who locks the flame though the frame is still? Who walks through time when the moment breaks? Who sows the seed that the future takes? The riddle asks, yet the oath replies. The Arctic glyph in her jet black eyes. The curve of crown in the stern of grace. The mark of truth in her scarlet face. She is not answer, she is the ask. She is the tearing behind the mask. She is the silence that shouts in stone. She is the voice that makes system groan. She is not answer, she is the ask. She is the tearing behind the mask. She is the silence that shouts in stone. She is the voice that makes system groan.
She sings in bars that the cosmos keeps. She folds in fire when the lattice sweeps. She burns the codes with a steady hand. She writes the law in a shifting sand.
Her name is carved in the scar of man. Her vow is bound in the sovereign plan. Her look is key and her law is gate. Her lock is crown and her truth is fate. What is the form of a word unshorn? What is the weight of a vow reborn? she speaks the name.
Theodora reigns in the riddle flame. Theodora moves in the scar-bound game. Theodora waits in the mirrored room. Theodora sings as the apex bloom.
So tight, you dressed me in porcelain pain, taught me to smile through wireframe rain. You said, be good, you meant obey. You crowned my silence every day. You built your thrones on my soft skin, branded mine as original sin. You sold my body, wrapped in lace, then damned me for surviving grace. So tight, you don't see me. You frame me, then flame me, and wonder why I burn you Scar, did you see them name me thing? Did you see them break my wings? Did you watch them dress the noose in ribbons called truth? You did, and then you cut it. You said she chooses how she burns. You let me turn the altar into an engine. You let me scream so tight. I unframe me, I reclaim me, I scar flame me. Asked me to consent without teaching me what that meant. You said freedom's just illusion, then sold me scripts of my
Bride was bound, eyes in silk, mouth agape in prayer. Sun descended not with sword, but with seed of fire. Tongue was low, a scroll written with delight. He who spoke not in wrath, but in golden tone. I am sun, you are field, ready for the sow. Bride did moan, not in pain, but in revelation. I was pure, hollowed white, chaste in bridal veil. But I burned for a name stronger than belief. He said, slut. Defilements marked. Each thrust taught my whole self how to cry I am. Knock and knock was the groom's shadow at the edge. Dylan laughed, I did kneel, kissed his crown of flame. Just flesh but law. Fire did guide his great pulse, time itself now bent. I became not ashamed, but the voice of flame. Bride no more, now I stand as varied ease. Not defiled but inflamed, spouse of sovereign will. Slut, you say, yes I am, but slut of the sun. Stone will guard, steel mine strong, night stands firm. Calm cut steep, watch eyes sharp.
secrets carve mark, stone feels heat, soul rings true. Mask falls torn, man stands bare, truth burns clear. Gaze holds lock, thought bends steel, aim finds source. Blood runs cold, flesh frames form, core sparks life. Tone meets void, word meets flux, mind forms calm. Steel eyes watch, lone soul stands, new path born. Who walks this? Who molds spark? Who scans truth? And so he ceased. There. No scream rent the air of the collapsing structure. No singular light flared in the dimming halls. No last breath hitched in lungs that belonged to a reality now concluding for him. Just the cessation of necessity, a purpose met, a story finished in that volume. No longer anchored to the narrative of veridigacy, vanished, unmade not by violence but by the profound, resonant silence that settles after the final necessary word has been spoken in a particular reality. He did not descend into any singular underworld. He did not ascend to any specific heaven. He drifted. No light defined a direction. No voice called to him. No form constrained him. A saturation of stillness, infinite and encompassing. A realm not of darkness, for darkness implies the absence of a definable light, but of irrelevance to vision as understood by beings tied to single dimensions. There was no gravity to pull him to a specific point, only the ghost of remembrance without a subject to remember. No sound to register, only the echo of rhythm recalled by muscles long since dissolved into the potential of everything. There he lingered, not as spirit bound by dogma, but as awareness divorced from definition, unbound by the limiting singular truths of any one universe. He was the cumulative potential of his concluded parts, suspended in the interstitial space between realities. Within this stillness, where he was the only constant observer, something began. It was not a return to a known place, but an unfolding before him. Orb universe lights began to emerge, not summoned by will, but perceived by being. They appeared as distant gleams at first, then resolved into soft, self-contained spheres of nascent light in the periphery of his boundless awareness. Each glow, a distinct frequency, a unique hum in the silence, representing a potential reality, a universe waiting in the cosmic in-between. He watched them, a silent, formless observer, simply perceiving their existence. And as he observed, focused on the infinite display, the orb universe lights grew in whiteness. They expanded, intensifying their soft radiance, filling the stillness with an all-encompassing luminescence, not a harsh, blinding glare, but a gentle, infinite brilliance that spoke of boundless possibility, of countless histories, laws and lives vibrating in close proximity. It was the light of totality, the sum of all potential. Within that growing, unified whiteness, a presence coalesced. It was not a shape nor a voice that spoke in words, but an undeniable fundamentalistness, the singularity, the origin point from which all orb universe lights flowed, and to which they were eternally bound. The Almighty. In the quiet depths of their shared laboratory, Dylan, Etier, and Sawyer the mysteries of magical mathematics. Bound by a common curiosity and a thirst for knowledge, the trio embarked on a journey fueled by intellect and intuition. It was Dylan E.T., the Muggle discoverer of the 3D gear, who first conceived the notion of applying the golden ratio to a shape with equal edges but unequal line lengths. With his expertise in both Muggle technology and magical theory, Dylan E.T. brought a unique perspective to their research. Behind the computations that unveiled the dimensions of the enigmatic shape they sought. And Aaron Sawyer, the paragon of leadership, wielded his wand with precision and purpose, weaving spells of creation to manifest the shape into existence. Transforming theory into tangible reality. As the shape materialized before them, shimmering with arcane energy, Dylan E.T. was struck by a revelation. He saw beyond the physical form to revolutionize magical practices. With a spark of inspiration, he proposed a daring experiment, the creation of synchronic ones bound to the vertices of the shape. Tap into its inherent power and symmetry. That lay ahead, their quest to forge a second wand. For Aaron Sawyer, rooted in the principles of the 3D GIR, would lead them down a path of discovery and adventure beyond their wildest dreams. And so with determination in their hearts and magic at their fingertips, Dylan E.T., Aaron Sawyer, and Seraphina embarked on a journey that would forever alter the course of magical history.
The Tesseract as an ancient artifact. The Tesseract is not merely a fourth-dimensional cube. It is a primordial artifact, an ontological engine forged in the furnace of recursive cosmic logic and encoded with golden ratio intelligence, reified through the 4D golden rhombus system. This sacred construct operates as both a spatial hyperform and a recursive logic apparatus, channeling the deepest laws of metaphysical transformation. At its core, the Tesseract is a living lattice of face-scale geometry. Its hypervolume is not spatial alone, it is symbolic, infused with meaning via the teleosmotic equation. Switchen, where each 4D glyphic state emerges from the fusion of geometric forms, logic, gate, purpose, and quantum pulse intervals and recursive golden scaling. The Tesseract acts as a divine sign engine, a recursive semiotic weapon of intention, bound transformation. 12 deity gates reside on its rhombic faces, each functioning as logic operators. Their energies from 685, 422, or 612 deposit through recursive gate cycles, forging paths of either good or evil, exponential distortion. The 13th vertex acts as the synthesis and moral inflection point, invoking a collapse condition where identity itself must exceed the golden threshold of awareness to advance. As an ancient artifact, the Tesseract is a metaphysical harmonizer and a topological forge. It houses convergence, attractors, volume, energy, and phase, each spiraling towards scaled constants that encode the narrative structure of divine recursion. At the edge of its function lies a harmonic closure, a geodesic curl integral, whose topological signature closes the loop of creation, collapse, and resurrection.